exhales a color you can't name, a cigarette dawn. Carpets breathe in measured time, the clock forgets to count. Shadows lean like old companions dressed in patient doubt. And on the plaster, a voice is breathing, thin, precise, withdrawn. You walk the polished corridor of mirrors that reflect no face, a corridor of promises with all the doors ajar. Your footsteps read like secret codes across a hollow floor. And somewhere, something leans to listen where you are. It's not the things they told you, those are loud and cheap and flat. It's the silence folded into pockets of your coat. An absent syllable hangs heavier than every noisy fact. The whisper you didn't say is carving out the note. They taught the mouths to smile, the eyes to sell respect, but left behind a grammar for the ghosts they couldn't check. The whisper you didn't say, it circles like a plane. It finds the corners of your speech and rearranges pain. Imagined phrases bloom like moths against the light. The whisper you didn't say keeps coming back at night. There's wallpaper that hums with advertisements for past regrets, a telephone that rings in languages you never learned. You trace the outlines of your name where paper peels and frets, and dream of half-formed verbs that never felt the burn. Conversations hang like laundry, still damp with could have been. You pass them, palms unclenched, afraid to take. 'Cause words are loaded vessels once they've tasted skin, and silent ships of freight that no one wants to make. Hold your breath, hold your reasons, fold them in your hands. There's a syntax to betrayal that no one understands. The whisper you didn't say, it writes itself on glass, a cracked script in the corner, a slow motion trespass. It dresses up as memory, then steals the stage away. The whisper you didn't say is louder every day. You barter with your language for a cheaper brand of peace. You sharpen simple syllables to pass for solid steel. But under every transaction there's a ledger that won't cease, and the unseen entries bleeding through the deals. Listen, the wallpaper is talking, the curtains coughin' too. The lamp remembers laughter that the senses didn't know. There's a syntax to the heartbeat when the comfortable undo, and every unsaid line becomes the loom. Say it, not now. Say it, keep quiet. The room keeps scoring holy ticks, a ledger made of hush, your breath a metronome that's working on a rush. The whisper you didn't say, it wears 100 coats. It steals the names of neighbors and it switches up the notes. Imagine speech becomes a storm you didn't plan. The whisper you didn't say returns to clench your hands. Now everyone's a witness. Now everyone's a thief, collecting crumbs of language like a scavenger for grief. You try to stitch the clauses into something that will hold, but meaning phrase where promises were bought and sold. So speak if you can risk the small arithmetic of truth, or let the room become a chapel for the dead. Either way the whisper grows, a sound beyond the tooth, an echo of the syllables you swallowed in your stead. The whisper you didn't say,